Let's use this problem to talk about functions and mathematical models. Suppose the fixed cost of running a business is $20,000 per month and the production cost of a product is $6. The selling price of this product is $10 per unit. Write the cost function, revenue function, and profit function. So what is fixed cost? Fixed cost is, in order to run the business, you have to make an investment. So fixed cost is your investment to run the business. So for example, you have to pay rents, labors, and utilities. So even though you are running a very simple business, so let's say selling lemonades, hot chocolates, and cookies in front of your house, those lemonades, cookies, you have to pay for it, right? So before you earn any money, you have to make certain investment to buy some stuff, and then you use those stuff to make more money. So fixed cost is your investment. What about revenue? The amount of money collected after selling products. So for example, if the selling price is $2 per unit and you sold 10 products, then 2 times 10 is equals to $20, and that is your revenue. And don't be so happy right now, because revenue is not the total amount that goes to your pocket. The revenue is after you sell as many products as you can, you are going to earn money from customers, right? So what is the total amount of money that you collected after selling many products? So that is revenue. Profit is using revenue minus the fixed cost. So that is the amount goes to your pocket. So if you invested $4 to make $20 at revenue, then 20 minus 4, your profit is $16. It is just that simple. So back to this problem. I said that the fixed cost is $20,000 per month and the production cost is $6 per unit. So what is the fixed cost? So the fixed cost is, before we do that, we have to define a variable. So I'm going to let X be the numbers of units produced. How's that? So that X is the numbers of units produced. So X equals to number of units produced. And then for the fixed cost, let's call that a cost function. So for the cost function, I'm going to say cost function. So since cost starts with a C, I'm going to call that C of X. So C of X is equals to the numbers of units produced, so which is X, and then how much do you have to pay for each unit produced? The answer is $6. So you have to use 6x. So 6x, let's say you produce 0 unit, then you spend 0, right? Because 0 times x is equals to 0. So if you produce nothing, looks like you have to pay $0, but that is not the whole story. Don't forget that you have to pay $20,000 per month for running this business. So you have to add $20,000 on top of the 6x. So that means even though you do nothing, you still have to pay $20,000. If you pay $20,000 and you produce 1 unit, then you have to add 1 times 6 on top of 20,000, so which is $20,006. So that is your total cost. If you produce 2 units, then that would be a 2 times 6 add to the fixed cost, add to the $20,000. If you produce 10 units, then 10 times 6 will be added to the $20,000. All right, so that is the cost function. And then the next one is revenue. So revenue is, so let's say you sell 100 units, then 100 times the selling price is your revenue. So let's match the color. So for revenue, how much do I charge for each unit? The answer is $10. Okay, so for the revenue, so revenue function, so I'm going to call that R of X, so that is equals to 10x, right? So 10x, if you sell 0 units, then your revenue is 0 times 10, then you get nothing. If you sell 2 units, then 2 times 10, then you earn $20. If you sell 1 million units, then 1 million times 10, that amount goes to your revenue. All right, and then the next one is profit function. So profit function is, you have to take the revenue, subtract the cost, right? So revenue minus cost. So I'm going to call that a function P. So profit function, profit function, I am going to call that P of X. So P of X, that is equals to revenue minus cost, so which is equals to 10x minus 6x plus 20,000. Okay, let me ask you a question. Am I done? Is this completed? The answer is no. You subtract the entire cost function and you use a minus. So you have to use a parenthesis. If you do not use parenthesis, you are going to miss one step, and that step changes the whole game. Using this minus, you have to distribute the minus to the 6x and the 20,000, right? If you don't use the minus, then the minus 20,000 becomes a plus 20,000. So the real correct P of x is 10 minus 6, so that is equals to 4x, right? And then distribute the minus to the 20,000, so you have minus $20,000. All right, so that is your profit function. And then I want you to do and answer two more questions for me. So calculate the profit of producing 3,000 units. So okay, produce 3,000 units. Let's do that in yellow. So 3,000 units. So that means x is equals to 3,000, right? Actually, let's do the 3,000 first. For the 4,000, I would like to change change the 4,000 to a different number. If you want to do the 4,000, that's fine. Just go ahead and do it. That doesn't affect anything at all. So when x is equals to 3,000, we have P of 3,000. So that is equals to what? 4 times 3,000, right? And then minus 20,000. So that is equals to negative 8,000. If you want to do the $4,000, the 4,000 units, that is fine. But I am going to, other than the 4,000, I would like to investigate the 5,000 and the 9,000. Again, if you already have your 4,000, do not erase. That is okay. But to make the problem more meaningful, I want to do the 5,000 and the 9,000 as well. All right. So if you have 4,000, keep it. So you have 4 times 5,000 minus 20,000. And then 4 times 9,000 minus 20,000. So this one is $0. And then this one is 16,000. All right. So what can you say? You have a negative, you have a 0, you have a positive. So can profit be negative? Of course, profit can be negative. So what is 4 times 3,000? So that is equals to 12, right? 12,000 minus 20,000. What do you see here? Give me one sentence. That means your revenue is less than the cost. So you invest a lot of money, but you didn't make enough money to cover your investment. So that means that is a loss, right? You lost some profit. You invest a lot of money, but you only earn a little bit. So that means at the end of the day, you are losing profit. So you do all the work to lose money, right? That is not what you want, right? So when you talk about profit, you want the profit to be as big as possible, because that is the amount that goes to your pocket. So what about the one in the middle? 5,000. So 4 times 5,000, that is equals to 20,000 exactly. And then you minus 20,000, that is equals to 0. So what can we say? You can say, all right, we did all the work, but we didn't make any profit. Okay, you can call that no profit. What else can you say? So what is no profit mean? No profit means there is a break even. So no profit means there is a break even. What is break even? In business and finance, break even means your profit is equals to your cost. You invest $20,000 on your business, but you earn $20,000 revenue. So at the end of the day, you didn't lose money, you didn't earn money, you just get nothing. Okay, you did all the work for nothing. In the first case, the 3,000, you did all the work for losing money. So you work so hard to lose your money. And then what about the last one? The last one is 16,000. So that looks happy. So this is positive. So that means you make some profit. So profit can be negative, which is you lose money, zero, break even, or positive, you make money. So that is not the end of this video yet. So at the beginning of this video, I gave you the word functions and mathematical models, right? So we have three functions: a cost, a revenue, and a profit function. And then what about mathematical models? So when you do math, instead of calling that a function, because let's say when you are studying parabola, f of x is equals to x squared, you call this function f, right? You just call that function f. But when you put this in application, other than the word function, we call this mathematical models, right? Mathematical models means a function. So the r of x is equals to 10x. This function describes the behavior of the revenue of this business. If you want to test the behavior, all you have to do is you give me an x value and then you plug in, you will find out what the revenue is at that x value. All right, so that is the end of this video. If you think my instruction is clear and helpful, give me a like, share the video for me, subscribe to my channel. If you're on your way out, I will catch you all in the next lesson.